Hi everyone, and welcome to episode number 264 of the Karen Knits podcast. It is Saturday, June the 28th, 2025. How can you believe that 2025 is nearly half gone? And I'll be looking out the window quite a bit. There's a storm on the way, I think. Winds have picked up, dark clouds are coming in. We might get a thunderstorm soon. But we shall see. We'll see if I get through filming this before the storm hits. It was hot and muggy earlier today, and this might be just to cool us off. We'll see. I'm inside, doesn't matter to me. So, hi everyone. There's a little tangent there. So if you're a new viewer, thank you so much for coming by and seeing what my channel is all about. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you come back again and see what else I'm up to. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back week after week to see all kinds of shenanigans I've been up to. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do. It really helps my teeny tiny channel. I would also appreciate if you like the video, comment, all that good YouTube-y stuff. Appreciate it so much. Anywho, it's been a busy week. I have a little bit to show for it, but not a lot. It's been stinking hot here the last week. So I did not bring it into this room to show you. My coziest memory, Ruana, I added 1 square. It was too stinking hot to even think about working on that. I did tuck in most of the tails on the places where I had 4 squares put together. Oh my gosh, words, Karen. Oh my goodness. I've done a lot of driving earlier today, so I'm kind of tired. Anywho, but I do have a finished object to show you this week. My most recent pair of mismatched 2 at a time toe up sort of shorty socks. These were done in the toes, heels, and the cuffs are done in opal. I don't remember the name of the color. Gone. It's one of the grays. I can't remember if it's a heather gray or dove gray or something gray, medium gray. I don't remember. And the main color are 20, each of them are a 20-gram mini skein from my 2023 advent calendar. And it came from Purple Circle Yarn Company on Etsy, and I'm working my way through all of them. I have, now that these are done, I have 6 little 20-gram balls of yarn left to use up. And those 6 are coming to Manitoba with me next week, and hopefully when I come back and see you probably 3 Saturdays from now, maybe on the 19th of July. If I don't get filmed on the 19th, then I will film on probably the 20th or 21st. We'll see. Or maybe later, depending on how pooped I am. But anyway, these are almost all of, I think this is pair 18 and 19 now. Yeah, no, it's 17 and 18. 1, 2, 2. Yeah, these are 17 and 18. The pair. So, oh my god, 6 more socks to go, guys. 6 more socks to go. So that is all I have for knitting content to show you. That might be record time, but I do want to talk about upcoming stuff. So for my trip to Manitoba, I'm leaving on Wednesday. My flight leaves at 6:30 in the blessed morning on Wednesday, the 2nd of July. And I fly back on Friday the 18th. So I don't get into like just before 11 o'clock at night. I think I have a mosquito bite on my knee. Oh, itchy. Anyway, so I'm going to be staying overnight at a hotel right by the airport when I get back, and I'll be coming back home on Saturday. So that'll probably be late morning, early afternoon. So I probably will get an episode filmed when I do get back on that Saturday. We shall see. So I probably will have an episode coming up on the 19th. Most likely. Not 100% sure. So what I'm taking with me for knitting, because I have to have knitting with me, because I don't get to Manitoba until, I don't get into land in Winnipeg till about 3:30. So I have the 2 flights. I fly into Chicago and then switch planes and then fly into Winnipeg from Chicago. And I have something like a 5-hour layover in Chicago. So I have lots of knitting time, and then I'll have lots of knitting time while I'm visiting with, most of the time will be spent visiting with my mom. Coke Zero. Still want caffeine, don't need the sugar. And it's all, my hands are wet now because the bottle is so damp from just the humidity. Anyhow. So I need to take lots of knitting. One year when I went home, I didn't have enough. I think I took enough for 2 or 3 pair of socks. And I knit up everything I brought with me, so I had to have my sister take me on an emergency yarn run. We went to Michael's, she took me to Michael's, and I got some Patton's Croix, so I had something to knit on the way home, on the flight back. So now I take more than I need. So I typically take enough to make 4 pair of socks. And I usually only get somewhere between 2 and 3 done. I'm usually working on the 3rd pair coming home, but I want to err on the side of caution and have more than enough. So, that being said, mentioning that I had 6 of those little skeins of yarn left, I'm going to take that. All of the opal yarn is going to Manitoba with me. I still have 2 of the ball, or 2 skeins have been caked up into, or not caked up, I just do them up into a ball, and then I put them both into a baggie and just pull out of the baggie so that they stay contained. I've got 2 of them balled up. I've got the other 4 left to do. And I need to take the ball of, it's in like a ball form, the gray. I need to put that into a cake. So I have that set for toes, heels, and however much I need for the cuff. So that'll be enough to keep me going. And then I'm also going to do this skein. This is a skein of yarn I dyed myself. I think I had done up an orange skein of yarn, like in a semi-solid tonal kind of yarn, and I had some leftover dye, so I did this up. So I'm going to cake this up, and I will make a pair of 2 at a time. It's 100 grams, so I'll make a pair of 2 at a time toe up sort of shorty socks, but they won't have contrasting toe, heel, and cuff. So I don't want to take bare and 100 gram skein of yarn. So I'm going to do the entire socks in this yarn. So this has to be caked up, so it's ready to go. I think what I might do is I will get the toes started on this. Oh my gosh, I got a tickle in my throat. Hopefully that helps. So I think what I'll do is I will do the toe, or get started. I'd like to have the toe finished so that when I get on the plane or get to the airport on Wednesday morning, I'm ready to just keep going from the toe and just keep on going up the foot. I doubt that I will finish the foot before I get to Winnipeg, but in case I do, then I'm still working along in the same color or from the same skein of yarn to do the heel turn and heel flap, and then continue up the leg and the cuff. So I will do the increasing for the toe, which is 20 rounds, plus I'll do 55 rounds for the length of the foot. Then the gusset increasing is 20 rounds, then the heel, then I do another 25 rounds on the leg and stockinette, and then 15 rounds in 2x2 ribbing. That's the recipe I like for the length of my big foot and the length of my fat leg. So I want my socks a little bit on the shorter side, hence the name Sorta Shorties. So this is going to get caked up today. I'll probably take this and work on the toe at church tomorrow morning, then put it aside until I get to the hotel on Tuesday afternoon. We'll see. I was going to grab a 50 gram skein of yarn, but then I thought if I have to do that, then I have to take the 50 gram and bare yarn. So I didn't want to take both. So that just the 100 gram cake will do. Unless I decide to do it into 2 50 gram cakes. I'll decide later. No hurry. I'll do it this afternoon or sometime. No, I guess I'll do it this afternoon if I'm taking it to church tomorrow morning to start the toe in Sunday school. So that is my plans for knitting while I'm gone to Manitoba. Now, you'll also notice I got my hair cut. It was getting long and scraggy. Is scraggy a word? Might not be, but we'll pretend. So anywho, I got my hair cut yesterday. I left it when I went and saw my hairdresser last time. When I go see her, I always schedule my next appointment then, just so I get it scheduled. I don't have to worry about fitting into her schedule. And I don't have to worry about remembering to get it done. So when I was in last time, I scheduled my next appointment out 2 or 3 weeks later so that I'd get my hair cut just before I went traveling. That was my plan. So that's why it was getting so long and scraggly. But it's all cut, it's all good now. And I made my appointment for the next one is in the middle of August, so we're good. What else was I going to tell you about? So it's been really hot here this past week or so, like uncomfortably hot. I have Nordic blood. I grew up in Canada. I don't like the heat. But I deal with it. I usually park my tail feathers by an air conditioner or a fan. I've got a window unit air conditioner right in the window right here. It's not on right now because it's loud and you wouldn't be able to hear me properly, but I also have a ceiling fan going. So, keeps me a little bit cooler. It's not too bad today. Now it's cooled down a little bit, but I don't like this heat at all, at all. Yuck. So what else was I going to tell you about? Got my office all cleaned up. That's another story that I'll tell you about in another episode. So that's all done. And everything's all set. Good to go there. And what else? Olive says hi. She's such a little cutie pie. I love Olive. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble now. Yesterday we went, so I think I mentioned in episodes before, hubby and I do what we call Friday is our date day. He's a pastor, so he works weekends. And Friday is the day we've been able to, both of us have time off, and we try to do something every Friday. So we decided this past week what we wanted to do is when we were over in Berkeley Springs, West Virginia in March for spring break, we were looking around and we saw that they do there's a castle in Berkeley Springs, And they do tours of that during the summer. There's just a few days that it's open for tours. So we thought that would be something really neat to check out. So we booked in for a tour last night. So we drove down to Berkeley Springs. So that was our date day, which extended until Saturday. It was date day plus this week. But we drove down to Berkeley Springs yesterday, putzed around a little bit, got checked into the hotel, went for supper, went to Mythical Pizza. Oh my gosh, the pizza is so good. So good. So we went there after. We went the tour first, and then we went for pizza for supper. And then we got some snacks and drinks to take back to the hotel for last night. So the tour was really cool. It was really neat, and I'm glad we made the effort to go and check it out. It was a really neat tour. If you ever have a chance to do it, it's worthwhile going. It was really interesting. And then we went for supper, went back to the hotel, just vegged out for the evening. I had a nice long relaxing sleep. I was asleep by 10:30, slept till 7:30. It was so nice. It was such a good sleep last night. Hubby slept in till almost 9:30, so I sat there happily knitting. Of course I had my knitting with me. And then we were going to go for lunch. It was 11 o'clock when we checked out. We were going to go for lunch at the hotel, but they don't start serving lunch on Saturdays until noon. So we had to have breakfast. So we had breakfast and then we drove home. So it's only about an hour's drive from Berkeley Springs to our place, so it's not too bad. It's not a bad drive at all. So we had a really nice time. So hubby's gone to work for a few hours to get everything set and ready for Sunday morning. I'm getting my videotaping done. I might get it done this afternoon if I can get this tickle in my throat to settle down. I want to get 2 videos filmed so that I can post for the next 2 Saturdays while I'm away. One of them will be it'll be a second quarter Stash Down update. I missed doing episode 4 and 5, and now episode 6 is June. So I haven't done April, May, or June updates on my Stash Down on here. So I'm going to do a 3-for-1 dealio on that and just do a video with all 3 of those. So I'll post that next Saturday. And then the following Saturday I'm going to film. I found a Rubbermaid tub of finished projects, finished knitting it's in a Rubbermaid tub. I don't know what else in there. I know there's a couple scarves or small shawls, and I know there's also a bunch of socks. Some of them are Sock Madness socks from previous years. Some of them are socks that are designs that I've created and published on Ravelry myself. And so there's Sock Madness socks, some of my own designs. There might be some cowls in there, I'm not sure. And there's a couple, at least 2, maybe more scarves, things like that in there. So I will go through that tub of goodies with you, and we shall see what on earth I have in there. What amount of ridiculousness is in there. Summertime, motorcycles. Enough said. At least they're not sitting at a red light out there with their music blaring so that I have to mute this for a couple minutes. I had one, I can hear it clear as can be and hear what song they're playing all the way up to the second floor apartment when they're down on the street out here. Crazy. Anywho, I think that's enough rambling. I'm gonna get this tickle under control and probably get another video filmed today, get the other one filmed probably on Monday, and have those ready I'll have them uploaded and just scheduled to go out on the next two Saturdays. Hopefully I get my English under control while I'm away and on vacation. I shouldn't have said anything. I just had to pause as I'll have to cut a chunk out of here because there was just a really loud motorcycle out there at a red light playing some really loud rap music that A, was probably going to be copyrighted and YouTube would flag it, and B, if they didn't flag it, the language was inappropriate for my channel. So whatever I was talking about before, I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to sign off and get the editing on this done, that last section, get that done and get this uploading so it's ready for you guys to watch later this afternoon, and probably get those at least one of those other videos done today. Alrighty, take care. Oh, and that was, doing like a seal impersonation here. That was one other thing I was going to mention. Even if you comment after the 2nd of, even after the 1st of July, please feel free to comment. I will not be able to leave little hearts for you, and I will not be able to reply to your comments until I get back. I don't have access to my YouTube channel when I'm at my mom's place. I have limited internet access when I'm at her place. I have to use her clunky old laptop, and it's so old and slow. YouTube is painful to try doing anything with on her computer. So I will not be able to reply to any of your comments until I'm back. I'll sit down like a little maniac when I'm back home on the 19th, replying to all your comments. And going through and hearting all your comments. So I won't be able to, please leave comments, but know that I won't be able to respond to them until I'm back home on the 19th. But I will read them when I do get home. So don't think that I'm ignoring you if there's no hearts left or there's no responses to your comments. I will get to responding to them once I'm back again. Promise. So on that note, for reals, I will shut up this time. I knew there was one more thing I wanted to tell you about. So on that note, I'm gonna let you go, and I will see you again very soon. Okay, take care everybody. Bye.